Hey Rhythm Guitar Rockers, this is Mark Turco from rhythmguitarlessons.net, and today I have a video about triads and how these little 3-string, 3-note chords are used in many songs that you may already know. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate these chords and what they sound like. I'm also going to explain how these chords are created, okay? So I'm going to show you a trick later on also how to change fast between these two chords, and then I'm also going to demonstrate several songs you may already know. I'm going to give you examples of how these chords are part of famous songs. First, we need to explain how do we build a chord. So, in building a chord, all we do is take 3 notes out of a specific scale and only play those notes. That's how your basic major and minor chords are created. So the chords that you're familiar with that you play in the open position that you already know, or your bar chords, typically those chords use 4, 5, or 6 strings. Each string has a note on it. So those chords are comprised of 4, 5, or 6 notes. Okay? Simple major and minor chords, but they have 4, 5, or 6 notes. They have the 3 notes that are required in them, but just some of those notes occur more than once, and typically they're octaves. So back to your basic C chord. In the open first position, it's typically a 5-string chord. So on the 6th string, we don't typically play anything on the 6th string. On the 5th string, that's a C note, that's on your 3rd fret. The 4th string is an E note on your 2nd fret. Your 3rd string is a G, that's the open string. Your 2nd string, 1st fret, is a C note, and then you have your open E string. That version of the C chord has 2 E notes and 2 C notes. A C chord has the notes C, E, and G. The C note does not have to be the lowest note. The E or the G note could also be the lowest pitched note. As long as it has the 2 other notes, it's still considered a C chord. By having each note only occur once, it still fulfills the minimum requirement to be called a chord. So most people think chords are 4, 5, or 6 strings. This is not true. We could have 3 notes on 3 strings and it's still considered a major or minor chord. So there's lots of notes all over the fretboard, all right? Using only these 3 required notes we need in any order all over the fretboard to create all different kinds of variations is easy but can be overwhelming, okay? So there are many ways to create the same chord, but we're not going to worry about all the shapes all over the fretboard. That would make for a very long video. So this video will only focus on 2 chord shapes on the same strings, and they're both going to be major triad shapes. Frequently, the same fret that you're playing one shape on, you're going to be playing the other shape starting on the same fret, and you're going to see examples later on. Now, let me show you a little trick on how you can keep your first finger barred across those 3 strings and easily and rapidly change between the shapes. Picking up all your fingers every time and reconfiguring them takes too long. So now I'm going to go through a whole bunch of songs that have used these 2 chord shapes in the same location. Many of them you may recognize. Check them out right here. So just a quick recap. Triads are just chords, but we're only using the 3 unique notes that make up the major and the minor chords. And each note only occurs once. So these shapes are movable. We can move them all over the fretboard and they can be played anywhere on the neck. Remember to keep your first finger down and bar all 3 strings on strings 2, 3, and 4. And changing between those 2 shapes in the same location will be a breeze for you. Let me know in the comment section what other topics you would like me to make videos on. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit your notifications so you know when I make another video. Remember to always have fun with your guitar, and I'll see you next time. If you like that video, you're going to love this brand new e-guide that's totally free. The link is in this video's description, or you can go to rhythmguitarlessons.net/capital P, lowercase r, lowercase o.